one of our guests has a question for you, Alex, and I think it's a good one. I've seen posts of the Democratic Party stating they support Palestine, and then our own President Joe Biden, who you wrote the book about, says we stand behind Israel. It just seems like a completely conflicting message, and that they're trying to please everyone, but without any direction.
Yeah.
Is it just a lie?
Yes. Yeah, it's all a lie. And I have no tolerance for it because of what I said earlier, which is that if you're sending $6 billion in cash to Iran, if you're leaving all these weapons behind, and we learned within weeks that those weapons were getting put on the black market by the Taliban. So who's going to get them? You would assume it's terrorists are going to be the ones who are going to be the highest bidders. And that's exactly what we found this week. And just remember, we've got 14 Americans are dead as of now, 20 are missing. They're hostages. They're American hostages. And they're likely funded. The terrorists are funded by the people we fund. Joe Biden funds the funders of terrorism. Barack Obama funds the funders of terrorism. They left our weaponry there to be used by terrorists. So Joe put out a nice statement today, Senator Obama, but it took him 3 days. What did Joe do on day 2? He had a barbecue. Americans are held hostage while he's barbecuing at the White House. This should make every American want to spit. And considering his actions, not just his words, his actions have been so heinous. This is what he's done throughout his life in so many different walks, is he might say something occasionally if he can string a sentence together that's somewhat meaningful. But the realities of what he does, how he behaves, almost always makes America more vulnerable. And you can go right down the list. I have a whole chapter in the book documenting how the Ukraine-Russia war, I put that squarely at Joe Biden's feet. Other than Putin, he's the guy next most responsible. His Ukraine-Russia policy has been a disaster from the start. He put Russophobes, people who hate Russia, in charge of the policy. He has basically egged on Zelensky, who has egged on Putin. And he has broken red lines, or at least made it so that Zelensky could disrupt red lines that clearly lead to Putin invading. All this is detailed throughout the book. But it's not just that example. Look at our border. Joe Biden has left our border open, but he actually reversed policies that President Trump had put in place that were securing our border. Who could be president of the United States and not take border security seriously? As someone who doesn't believe that our country deserves to have national security. That makes America weaker.